Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aman Mukhtar. It's 6 p.m. here in Cairo. Time for the news. We start our news with the headlines. Prime Minister Madbouli attends Suez Canal Authority's Excellence Day as part of his tour in Ismailia. Foreign Minister Abdul Ati joins press conference with Polish counterpart following talks in Cairo. And Israeli occupation forces kill 20... Welcome back. The news in detail. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli on Wednesday have participated at the Suez Canal General Authority's Excellence Day celebration as part of a tour in Ismailia. Addressing this celebration, Madbouli said that the Suez Canal Authority managed to overcome the regional security challenges and is offering multitudes of maritime services in safe, sustainable environment. The details in the following report. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli on Wednesday participated at the Suez Canal General Authority's Excellence Day celebration as part of a tour in Ismailia. Addressing the celebration, Madbouli said the Suez Canal Authority managed to overcome the regional security challenges and also is offering multitudes of maritime services in safe, sustainable environment. During the celebration, the Prime Minister witnessed the inauguration of the several Suez Canal Authority maritime projects via video conference. Suez Canal Authority Chief Admiral Osama Rabia said the recent expansion of the leading world waterway led to increased maritime navigation. Earlier on Wednesday, Dr. Madbouli led an inspection tour in the Suez Canal Governorate of Ismailia. Accompanied by Minister of Youth and Sports Ashraf Subhi and Minister of Local Development Manal Awad, as well as the Governor of Ismailia, the Prime Minister inspected the International Permanent Youth Camp premises of Al-Qursh in the city. The Prime Minister also asserted that the state's great interest in the provision of services of the young people is based on the fact that they are the nation's future and principal source of strength. The International Youth Camp expands over 39,000 square kilometers and includes several courts for football, tennis, among other sports, as well as hotels, swimming pools, gym hall, as well as a conference hall. As part of the tour, the Prime Minister visited the mega urban market that provide logistical services and modern infrastructure to serve both residents and investors in Ismailia. The market is designed to attract local street sellers and also put an end to the shanty markets. As part of the Suez Canal Authority's celebration of the Excellence Day, Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli witnessed the signing of a memo of understanding between the Suez Canal Aquaculture Company and a Spanish group of fish farming. Following the signing, the Prime Minister said Egyptian state is building partnerships and alliances with leading world companies to benefit from their expertise, adding that the agreement boosts food security and serves animal feed industry. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli sent a cable of greetings to Pope Tawados II, Pope of Alexandria and the Patriarch of the St. Mark Cathedral on Wednesday on the approaching Easter. The Prime Minister have expressed best wishes to the Pope and the Egyptian Copts on this occasion. Madbouli said that feasts and religious holidays were occasions reflecting the strong ties and coherence among the Egyptian people. Foreign Minister Badr Abdel Ati have hailed the economic cooperation with Poland, notably in the tourism sector. At a press conference with the Polish counterpart, Andrzej Bثha, following talks in Cairo, the foreign minister said that the talks also tackled trade
exchange between Egypt and Poland. Abdulati said Egypt is interested in boosting distinguished ties with the EU while Poland holds the current presidency of the bloc. The top diplomat said the comprehensive strategic partnership between Egypt and the EU signed in March in Cairo should be implemented. Over the Israeli war in Gaza, Abdulati described the situation as very dangerous due to the continued Israeli blocking of aid entry into the Palestinian enclave since the 2nd of March. He also asserted that the sole solution is a return to the ceasefire agreement that was signed in January in order to guarantee the release of hostages and prisoners, reach a truce and put an end to the aggression. For his part, Polish Foreign Minister Andrzej Bethha have told the press conference that the Egyptian-Polish relations are a model and example. And he said that the talks with Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati stressing strong commitment to the international order and the need for security and stability in the region. The Polish foreign minister said Egypt and Poland have challenges as evident in the situation in Gaza and the Russian-Ukrainian war, in addition to the threats to Red Sea navigation and illegal migration. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati condemned in the strongest possible terms terrorist plots that target the security and stability of Jordan. Over a phone call with Jordanian counterpart Ayman Safadi, the top diplomat asserted Egypt's full backing of Jordanian authorities in measures it takes to maintain the country's security and in facing all forms of terrorism and extremist groups. The phone call also discussed efforts to restore the truce in Gaza, uphold the ceasefire and launch its second phase, as well as the unholding situation in the occupied West Bank. Palestinian health officials said at least 25 Palestinians were killed and 89 others were wounded in Israeli raids over the last 24 hours. Gaza civil. 2 Palestinians were killed in Israeli raid near the occupied West Bank town of Kabatia. An Israeli army statement admitted carrying out a raid that aimed at arresting a Palestinian and said that he was killed in a gun battle. According to Palestinian Health Ministry, Israeli troops or settlers have killed at least 921 Palestinians in West Bank since the Gaza war began. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said on Wednesday that Tehran's right to enrich uranium is not negotiable. Ahead of a second round of talks set to take place with the United States about Tehran's nuclear program, Araghchi said, "We are ready to build trust regarding possible concerns over Iran's enrichment, but the principle of enrichment is not negotiable." The talks, which began in Oman on Saturday with the Gulf state acting as mediator, are the first between the two countries under U.S. President Donald Trump, who has threatened military action if there is no deal. Araghchi was responding to a commitment made on Tuesday by the top U.S. negotiator Steve Witkoff, who said Iran must stop and eliminate the nuclear enrichment to reach a deal with Washington. Now, with the economy news, as Deputy Prime Minister for Industrial Development, Minister of Industry and Transport, Kamal El-Wazir, today met Saudi Minister of Transport and Logistics Services, Saleh bin Nasser Al-Jasser, on enhancing joint cooperation in different transport fields. The minister's meeting came as part of his current visit to Saudi Arabia, saying that Egypt's and Saudi 2030 development vision opens opens wider horizons for integration based on the two countries' strategic partnership in the industry, transport, logistics, energy and technology sectors, from among other pivotal sectors of priority to the development path over the upcoming period. Egypt's markets closed lower today amid sell-offs by local and foreign corporations and Arab and foreign investors against purchases by Arab corporations and local investors. The market capital of listed companies reached 2.1 trillion Egyptian pounds at the end of net transactions of 66.7 billion. The benchmark EGX index 30 dipped 0.5% above the 31,000-point mark. The equal-weighted indices EGX 70 and EGX 100 fell 0.1% and 0.4% respectively. Now with the sports news, as five-time European champions Barcelona reached the Champions League semi-finals for the first time since 2019, but a defeat by Borussia Dortmund gave the Catalans cause for concern. Hansi Flick's side were given a scare in the 3-1 defeat by Dortmund, progressing 5-3 on aggregate after three emphatic first leg route. Barcelona will play either Inter Milan or Bayern Munich, who face each other today in the last four. Well, Paris Saint-Germain staved off a gallant fight back by Aston Villa to reach the Champions League finals despite 3-2. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of the news bulletin. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.